ready to go? Why is everybody in their rooms and not here?
Oh, morning.
Good morning.
I don't know what this is, but mix you right up.
Did someone say breakfast?
No. There is bread, I believe.
Bread? What kind?
It's bread. And some sort of liquid that's warm.
I love warm liquids.
I do too. Is it?
Well, warm
and I
and
take
hot,
a lean
I
over
guess
and I
it's
smell.
kind of like, I guess, milky.
I take it. Oh, that's pleasant. That's good.
Is there more than one? Or am I staring eagerly at this cup of...
Oh no, there's the whole picture of it right there, or kettle, I should say.
Yes, I've already had 3.
Oh, okay, then I displace it and enter it. Ah!
I didn't want any
nice.
more of that. Yeah. It's great.
Are you sure? I kind of extend a pseudopod, like a tap.
Very good. No thanks.
All right.
I start eating some bread.
So, we are going to have to discuss transportation, I suppose, yes? With how far we are planning on going?
Ideally, I would not want to ride the Iglodons anymore.
No. We can search to see if there's got to be some kind of public transit of some sort, maybe something that drops off at certain locations. That's just something that we need to discover. I can probably ask Merrick. He's supposed to see us off. So, have all your questions lined up.
What if we go by dragon back?
Oh, I mean that's we could, but
We could?
yeah. If we're
How?
gonna be
How?
sneaky about it, well, I don't know if we would necessarily be able to rent a dragon like an Iglodon, but we could find one.
You think riding a wild dragon is less perilous than riding the Iquidons?
I can speak dragon.
Well, I mean they're a bit more reliable in terms of direction, but well, maybe not safety. But
If you want
it's an
to
option.
ride a dragon, you're more than welcome to. I will not be doing that. I will meet up with you whenever I meet up with you in Drakmore. Plus,
Are you
it might
scared of
be
heights?
illegal to sit there and do all that stuff.
Dragon.
No, I'm not afraid
I'm
of
not
heights.
sure.
It's just that I'm not going to pull a wild beast, without consent and try to make it do something I want it to do. Last time we saw one, it almost tried to kill us. But
Well,
That's
Sounds
true.
awfully like you're afraid of heights or something, you know?
no, I'm not afraid of heights.
You sure?
Enders, could you roll out the map just so we can see about how long this journey may take?
Sure. I'll place the map on the table and roll it out. Yeah. Drakmore is all the way to the east. We might have to go through some forest. Probably the safest route. Well, I won't say safest because we don't know what dwells in those forests. Probably
Dragons.
right up to Cinder Shroud here, northeast, and work our way around the mountainside. There's some brief hills, Infernia, and then Drakmore. Or we can go southeast through Verox. There might be a... actually, no. That place does not look safe at all. Yeah, we probably have to go northeast.
Yes, and if we went through a Lonshu, we would have to, deal with borders and what have you again. So staying in Millifax is a good idea.
Yes.
Ooh, what does Brimstone reach?
I don't know. It's way out of the way, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, is
That's
it
almost-
possible to take the airship?
Well, I don't see why not.
We'd have to have a place to dock, yes? Unless you keep it suspended, which I don't know how it runs off of fuel.
Oh, but
It doesn't
knowing
run
here,
off
we would
of-
have to apply for another permit.
Why don't we make a trip of it? We walk? Or, walk.
Walking across
Fine.
the whole continent, I don't know about that.
Well, we don't have to walk the whole
We'll be
thing. There's gotta
90.
there's gotta be some kind of transportation available. Well, it would be, I mean, how else would, there's trade routes and stuff like that. We can ask Merrick.
Yes.
We could. Or we may have luck at Brimstone Reach. They are kind of an entry point for Medwin Sta, so they may have a better way of transportation. I mean, this is a port, so we're really not. I don't think they travel a whole lot across the the deserts.
Well,
Do
let's
we
find
know
out.
how long it'll take to get to Brimstone Reach then?
It's not necessarily out of the way, but it is a little. If we want to try it, they might have some resources there.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're on a serious deadline, are we? Are we on a serious deadline? Did they give you a deadline?
Quest log.
You open up the quest log, and you can see that there is a new entry that shows up, and it will say specifically, investigate Drakmore Laboratories. And there's question marks basically throughout. They don't list a reward. They don't list any steps. Nothing.
I mean, if I had to guess, and since I've completed a lot of these, there's not many of them that are timed.
That's
I
good.
think we could probably take our time with it realistically, but the sooner the better. So,
I agree. I agree.
So, what do you think, Anders? Would you like to head north to Brimstone and we could see? I might know of a couple people there, but
Hell, why not? Yeah, I think
make a pit
Bridgen.
stop.
How long have you been in Millifax? Like, what's the time period break between you being here and?
Well, at least years. That much I know.
Okay, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
Customs may have
It
changed.
is. Unfortunately, it was not the best parting
Alright.
of ways, but
was meant to be.
I am familiar with some of the layout now. Of course, not all of it because it's massive, but with Brimstone Reach, yes.
Okay.
So I have a good feeling.
Well. Okay, I say we go to Brimstone Reach. We get the lay of the land. Maybe the people have information about how out east is. May not be as.
I'm certain they would have a better idea of direction since they are an entryway city. So,
Sure.
of course, they would have maps and hell, maybe we would even find more resources from Medwin Sta there because they're liable to trade. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I think there's perhaps something there.
I'm up for a trip. I will never shy away from seeing new places. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a plan then, and I sip from my mug. Ooh,
So
still hot.
what's the atmosphere of Brimstone Reach? By the way, is it a checkpoint, a military? What
It is. It's a sort of a military, main entry at least from Medwin Sta to Millifax. But the people that I know there are very direct. It's a military installation.
Okay.
So as long as we're on our best behavior, it's like Koga with maybe just a bit more edge. Just really big fortress, really big. I'm not sure how they built it, to be honest.
Well, it looks as though, is this forestry here that we would have to pass past Cindershroud? Okay.
It seems so.
All right.
I mean, we can stop in Cindershroud. It's the capital of Millifax, right?
Yes. Perhaps there are some transportation services even here in Skaldmere that might be able to take us to Cindershroud.
I sigh. I put my mug on the table and I look at Moon, slowly rolling my eyes up. Have you done anything that we need to know about in your past in Cindershroud?
Well, people might recognize me there.
Oh, that's common.
Right.
It's a very common occurrence.
But I again say I think it's on our it would benefit us to be on our best behavior.
Moon,
Okay.
you know something that hasn't changed in 10 years? Eileen and her really shitty liar. But
And
we'll be prepared for whatever. We have your back.
Right.
Just don't want any surprises. Like you didn't. It's not like you ran in and slaughtered everyone or anything. You're the savior, so it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people will just probably recognize you have to deal with some fans or whatever. It's nothing.
Right. The fans.
Yeah. Okay.
And at this, I probably somewhere probably have fans. I down some more breakfast.
I don't push
So-
it.
Narrator, you mentioned that the quest we got kind of just popped up, right?
The quest here for Drakmore? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
When you
did
looked,
somebody
it was
give
there.
it to us, or
You will see that it does, in fact, the origin point will say the Dragon Empress.
okay? Oh, will this get us rep for the Dragon Empress? I wonder.
Well,
In her good books or scales or wing coat.
I would like to say my neck is on the line. So, I hope we're on our best behavior.
Yes. I mean, we really should be.
As long as we burn no boats, right?
I
Right.
didn't burn a boat. It was a sail. It was a delay. It was a small fire. It wasn't large.
I mean,
Cause and effect, the consequences were great. We're here. We were well fed. We're
Right.
well housed. I didn't smother
true.
the matriarch.
Well, Rue did set a house on fire, so
oh yeah, that's
there
true.
is.
That's.
But
Did you see it?
I mean, I was told
No,
multiple
yeah,
times
yeah,
about
words
it.
of mouth. Yeah, words of mouth is, that's exaggerations. If we didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Okay, so just so we finalize this plan, looking at the map, how long do we gauge it would be perhaps to travel to Brimstone Reach on foot if we were to avoid Cinder Shroud or something?
Okay. So you're looking at at least 100 miles or so, maybe
And the
And Cinder
100.
Shroud's around 80?
So no, I'm sorry, 180. 180.
Oh, 180.
Oh,
This is
does
a
the
big
queen reside in Cinder Shroud, or
yes, and the reason I'm saying that is because she said that last session.
right? I was just making. I just want to be clear about
Yeah.
it, make sure.
Told us to come visit.
Hell,
So, Moon, would you want to avoid Cinder Shroud then? And see if we can find an altar? All right.
but
well-
what? They might have great books there.
They have really good books. They have very, very, very good food. They're very, very
Magic books?
spicy.
Did you say food?
Probably, yes. If we go, maybe I could just not go with you.
I mean, we could totally dress you up to make you not look. I mean, you have wings on your head and all this other stuff. We can all take that off. Put a hood on, you'll be fine.
But I don't know if I mean, and I look down at my outfit. I've never really tried to take off my outfit before.
I've
Have
seen
you
you naked.
ever removed your outfit ever?
Yeah. The other day,
I'm
she was in
never
the.
nude.
You've seen her nude?
It was glorious. It
Wait.
was bright. But yes,
You're seeing me nude right
Yes.
now.
I have been nude, but I prefer to keep my clothes on.
I'm not saying you walk through the Capitol naked. Unless you want to. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Speaking of that, Bo, just out of curiosity, but have you ever given any thought to, well, making any sort of tentacles?
What do you mean tentacles?
Never mind.
Right. So,
Wave a
it
suit
is
of
about
bod-
180 miles away.
Okay.
Wait, before we... It's not a bad idea. Not the tentacles. Horrible idea. Good idea. Isbo, have you tried to humanoid yourself? It should be possible. It was just...
To humanoid myself.
Yes.
That sounds both painful, risky, and then I'd really be naked, wouldn't I?
What's really risky is walking around with a slime inside of the capital. Or a military base.
I mean, we did ask him to eat a couch.
I've couched myself before,
Didn't
that's
eat
for
it
sure.
though. He just formed to it. Reason why I was prepping him to see if he can humanoid himself. Not that part. Not that part. Oh dear.
After a while, you see like maybe a nose, like pseudopod, kind of like go, then
Is that a
sag,
nose?
and that's it.
That a nose. Okay.
Is that okay?
We just have to. Well, that's a start. I guess we have to keep
All right.
trying until you figure it all out.
Yeah, I think you could get it,
Alright.
Bo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you can humanoid yourself, we can.
It'd still be slime, though.
He's
Yeah.
still also be proportionate.
Some places, maybe.
You think they're blue people?
You know what? Maybe there's a spell I can learn. We'll have to see. Books, you say? And Cinder Shroud. I think we should go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm being selfish again. If you're uncomfortable, we can avoid it.
Well, I'm just seriously
I'll just
thinking
be
about
depressed.
that disguise, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, there's Celestials around, right?
Not in Cinder Shroud.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then I start looking around like, well, I do have a cape and I could put on a cloak. And I remove my wings.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful
Who is
under
that?
there. I don't even know who this is anymore. I think it's.
And I put,
we're gonna start
I
calling
put
her
them
sun
down on the
instead of moon.
table. I do have a hood somewhere back here, I think. And then mess up all of
glorious
the
hair.
hair. I pull up a hood. And maybe this will be my...
Wow.
Disguise.
Well, look at that. All right, you're a mage.
And no
looking
one will
through.
be able to tell.
No.
I take her wings. I now have wings.
If you could just conceal your aura a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Do you have a dimmer switch?
Maybe.
Where is it?
I look desperately around. So I don't think there's anything in the settings. I think I just glow like this.
Damn it, max levels. All right. Well, it's fine. We're adventurers.
Yeah.
And you just happen to be a max level adventurer who has no importance. Sure, it'll work. We just can't
Okay.
let people get too close.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay,
So
great.
do we wish to ask Merrick perhaps about what the best form of transport would be? Like, we
Yeah,
mentioned
trade
earlier?
routes. Yeah, I think we should follow merchant routes. It's a little bit more convincible. It is in the shroud if there's any kind of problem. We can escort a merchant. So
More heavily
maybe
traveled
Merrick
as
has
well?
a route. Yeah, maybe he has a underbelly, the understudy or something that goes on a route. We can escort them and work our way to Cinder Shroud, find information about transportation, and go to Brimstone Reach. We don't have to stay long. And Moon, if you are feeling, I don't know, overly uncomfortable, then we can leave.
No,
We can always come
I'm
back
ready.
to Cinder Shroud later when we have more information. If that is something you would prefer.
Let's go through. I feel strangely confident with this disguise. I don't think anyone will be able to tell.
I
Who
like
are
the
you?
confidence. I miss the confidence. I think it's good for you to go through. All right.
Well,
I'll contact Merrick. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay. Good luck as I watch him kind of shuffle down the hallway.
Don't worry.
Do you think he's-
everything will be fine.
I don't think he knows that this is actually pretty dangerous. But I think we'll be okay.
Yes.
It's
If
nothing
you-
we can't handle.
Not
But this
telling
is
it
really
was
dangerous.
dangerous.
But it's probably better that we go. But it is gonna be interesting.
Okay. I mean, we've once took an elf into an elf-hating pub and then made
Indeed.
everyone our best friends, so, I mean, you know, this is the logical,
Yes.
escalation to that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Taking a savior to a savior-hating hellhole of doom and pain and good food.
Good food. Really good food. Very spicy.
And also, no matter what your past looks like, there are going to be people who like or dislike you no matter what you do. You just be yourself who you are now, and they'll see the truth.
Thanks, Iris.
Do you want your wings back?
Not just yet.
Okay.
Maybe later, when I feel more comfortable.
Okay? And if you change your mind at any point, we can always reroute.
By the way, are you sick or something?
Me? No.
You sure?
Why should I be?
I don't know. Kind of seem weird, like maybe perhaps, I don't know, I've seen it before. Like that one time I asked my mum, "Hey mum, can I go to Tesco?" And she was like, "Sure, go." And I was like, "But I need you to drive me." And she was like, "Ah." And then she had that look on her face. And you had that exact same look on your face when we were fighting that dragon. You like did one thing and then you were like, "Oh, and it was weird to look at because, you're all protection and all that stuff.
Yeah. I guess I just having an off day.
Do you need to wash your hair or something?
And then I start petting through my hair. Does it look bad?
No, but again, I asked my mum, "Hey mum, can I go to the cinema?" She's like, "Sure, you can go." I need you to drive me. She's like, "Oh, I gotta wash my hair, Bo." I was wondering if it was like that,
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Do I remind you of your mom?
That depends. Say, "Bo, what's wrong with you?"
Bo! And I point at him.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, good. Glad we've established that then. But no, I'm not sick. I'm feeling okay.
Are you sure, Iris? Is she sick?
What?
Is that stuff at thermometer too or something?
I look her over very intensely, very closely.
Sure,
Even
make
closer.
make an insight.
We're mere inches from each other.
Be difficulty 14.
Well, that was a 10. So that is a fail.
Yeah, she looks fine on the surface. You're not sure beyond that.
You look all right. I mean, you look beautiful, but you look as though you are not ill, which is good. But did you sleep last night?
But yes,
Good.
absolutely.
All right. Well, I will start finishing the preparations for us to get going and packing everything up on my end and helping Rue out too. Her room's a little bit of a mess right now.
Okay.
Yes. But other than that, I will see you all whenever Enders figures out what our course of action is going to be for travel.
This way, Merrick. Over here. They're all in the study.
Oh.
Come.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I'm trying to find him in this manner was work. It's like a labyrinth. No reason. Okay. Thank you, Merrick, for joining us. Yesterday seemed a bit. Also words. But you made it through. You're alive in one piece, and so are we.
Just in time for
Theoretically, yes.
breakfast.
Yes.
However, there are significant problems that have been introduced.
Okay.
Problems?
Let's go over those problems then. I take out my notes.
Well, first and foremost among them is that the Dragon Empress is now interested in the Gafran merchantry. That,
Yeah.
in and of itself, means that she will be keeping quite the eye on all of our enterprises. And that, in and of itself, will cause us great difficulties. You can see Marek looks like hell, by the way. He's genuinely like very meticulous about his attire and appearance and everything. Usually you'll see him like pick like a lint, you know, to see like one piece of lint or something on his clothing and, you know, remove it. And he's got like bags under his eyes. You can tell immediately that has not slept.
Oh boy. Yes. Well, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, we should be fine, right?
Of course.
Right. Well, Merrick, I would say I like to turn every negative into a positive. Now that the Queen is involved, if we produce some kind of way to, as I told you, to make the power, well, work for everyone, it'll be your company that gets the credit.
Again, I'm a little skeptical about all of this, but I have seen some understanding of the situation at the very least.
It's progress.
Yes. However, we are going to run into many problems with the Empress's eye on us. I'm going to have to think of a way around it. And I have been trying all night.
Well, we're going to be on our way to Brimstone. But first, we're going to go
headed to the
Cindertrap.
Reach.
Yes.
Why?
Well, we are on our course to Drakmore.
To get supplies.
The Reach is a fortress.
Well, we have to go to Cindershroud first. And we wanted to know if you had any trade routes that need to be covered in between. We can escort.
You're going to Cindershroud?
Should I not?
Well, we have to find transportation to where we're going somehow. It is a very long journey.
Well, yes, but and he keeps looking, like glancing towards the Savior with like furrowed brows. Yes, but
Why is everyone being so coy? Just spit it out.
you
I almost smothered your mother. There. Truths
what?
are out.
Huh?
I did.
What Anders is trying to say is that you do not need to be worried to offend anyone here or to speak your
I
mind.
just simply don't want to die. And again, he glances at Moon.
Why would you? She's not going to kill you. Are you?
Are you?
Am I?
Is she?
She's not. She's not. Right?
Of course not.
Well, if I may, you have quite the reputation here in Millifax, especially in Cindershroud.
Okay, I'm tired of it. What is the reputation? Everyone is giving me all these.
Moon
Besides
murdered
beautiful-
the former Dragon Emperor.
You did what?
Oh, we're just out with it, and I look at him like,
Why? When? How? What?
How much XP?
I mean, we had a few drinks the other night, but
yes.
I walked off. How did we go from? Huh?
And I glare at Merrick.
I was
Oh, she might
hoping you
actually
would
kill you
say
now,
something. You were forcing it out of me. What?
I'll stand in front of Merrick. Let's just calm down for a second. This is all a joke. This is funny. Me smothering your mother was serious, but the killing of, huh?
Enders, it's not a joke. A few
I
years
slowly
ago.
sit down.
A few years ago. And I bang my fist on the table. I was in love.
That's great news.
Would
Wait,
have
did you
done
kill him?
anything for her. And I did. And I did. And I lean in. You don't understand.
Who's the lover?
Anders.
Where's the lover? Are they still alive? Did you kill them
Yes.
too? Okay. All right. Progress. And where is that lover?
Ruling the kingdom.
I'm eating couch stuffing like popcorn right now, watching them talk.
Why am I the only one that finds that funny?
I mean, I didn't think it could happen either. Do you know?
mean the no.
Okay. Just hear me out, and I take his hands. Okay, have you ever been in love?
No, unfortunately.
Ew.
It's like you would do anything. You would do anything. You really would.
I don't know if I would kill someone.
Oh, but that's the thing. If that person was really not a good person, I'd glare at Merrick again, and you know he was a bad guy.
Of course. Well,
He can't say anything anyway. He's too cowardly.
Moon, I need my hands, Cass. You're crushing the hell out of them.
Sorry.
Oh gosh.
And I
okay.
let go.
Oh no, I mean you can just be more gentle. It's all right. You deep.
Her brother
Yes.
was really. He would torture people.
Oh.
And I had all the power. And I didn't like it. And the game said that he was supposed to be the king. He said it's supposed to be him, right? But when you have a quest log that says that you're not supposed to do this and you do it anyway, I lean in, and this is for the group. You guys, I fucked up. It wasn't supposed to be like that. He was supposed to be in charge. And I was supposed to take it. I was supposed to take the throne. I was supposed to take it, but I didn't want to. I killed him. I killed him because I wanted her to take it. I wanted her to have it because she's good. She's better. She was better than him. Do you understand? Do you understand? And the game said that I was supposed to take it, and I didn't want it, and I wanted her to take the throne.
But wouldn't that mean she would have to kill you to?
Yes.
Then
But I thought because I can't be killed.
if I may.
No, you may not.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. That was the past. The Empress was here. We're still alive, so she forgave you.
Everybody except Moon can do a group check. Insight.
I'll start it. What are the difficulties?
Difficulty is 12.
Okay. Hopefully this does this correctly, because sometimes it swaps the numbers. We'll have to pay attention. Okay.
I can't choose any.
Is that me?
bonds.
If you just rolled, yes.
Yes, I just rolled. Why didn't I say my name though?
Because we're on the map screen.
Oh.
So you don't have.
So
And
I should have a +1 because I should have a bond or maybe even 2 with Moon. So I guess that's a 12.
yes,
well, no,
both of you.
it will add to Moon's or to Iris's. It won't.
Okay.
Well, it's not going to add because they didn't roll, so
yeah.
it would be a +2 from him because I have
Oh.
a 2 with him.
I guess I have a +1 or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, we all rolled.
Mhm.
Okay, so that would be a 14.
Yeah. Okay. While Moon is speaking, you can see that a few things around the room are reacting. your drinks.
Ha!
You're seeing ripples in the drinks. You know, like the scene in Jurassic Park.
Mm.
There's ripples in the liquids of your drinks. There's cracks where Moon has grabbed the table in the wood. There's probably like a light breeze flowing through the house.
Does it seem as though it is originating from Moon?
Yeah.
Moon? Moon.
And another thing. Yes, Iris.
Hey. It's all right. How about we take a moment, okay? And I look towards the rippling and the breeze that seems to be kind of flowing from all over and back at you. Take a moment to breathe, all right?
Yes, and I still am glaring at Merrick while
He's got his
we're
hands up
having
like
this
his
exchange.
eyebrows are raised, and he's like on his back foot.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It was my fault. I did not know. I guess. And I'm just all the secrecy and the weird stuff going on was worrying me.
You're right. And I should have been more forthcoming, but I didn't want to disappoint you, and I didn't want to scare you. Because it was a moment where I scared myself, and I look at Iris, who I'm still holding hands with. Thank you. I needed that.
We know you as best as we can, and I'm not afraid of what's in here, and I poke you in the chest.
Yeah.
I slowly look down. Maybe we should avoid Cindershroud then, I guess. If,
I think it would be still best to go.
yeah.
I
As long
feel
as you can
somewhat
handle
more
it.
confident after telling you all.
I just look at
We'll
Merrick.
set you free.
I'm still gonna keep the hood on though for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
It looks
New
very
look,
good.
you know. Yeah, thank you. And I look at Merrick. I'm sorry I interrupted you. If you have anything to say, I'd still like to hear it.
I was merely going to say that when it happened, the laws here in Millifax are that anyone has the right to challenge the Emperor in combat.
Oh,
If they are victorious, they can claim succession rights. You must
Oh.
understand, however, this is not a common choice for people to make. Because every time someone does challenge the Emperor, they are made an example of. When this all happened, everyone was a bit shocked. They thought that they thought the previous emperor was invincible, frankly. And when it did happen, well, I only know this bit from rumor, but it was believed that you turned down the succession, and that is why Dragon Empress rules now.
That's not a rumor. That's the truth. I didn't want it. I just wanted to help.
this is gonna sound very bad when I ask this, but what's the problem? if you challenged the Emperor and you won,
It's
you turned down.
it's seen amongst most of the people that well, it's a great slight to turn down such a position. And
Understand.
Have
Does
you?
it make the Empress look weak
yes,
to your people?
yes,
It's
very weak.
It's like feeling shame for winning. You just, if there's no spoils, if there's no people telling you that what you did was a good thing, there's no validation, there's no podium for your action, and there's not even the slightest hint of gratitude or affection. There's just anger.
I guess
Did
the people
she
also
know?
think that she thinks she's too good for them because she turned them down.
Ah. Well, I mean, did she know that you did? Was this a plan or something, or you just did this on a whim because you were in love?
Sort of a mix of both.
Complicates things.
It's
Okay.
complicated. I'm sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. This is the past. We're in the present. If we keep dwelling on the past, it's not going to help anything now. The bigger problem is energy crisis and
Right.
a possible reemergence of war, because I can see that, smell that on the horizon. Once the energy starts to run out, resources become thin, we become feral. Oh boy. Okay. Well, the best we can do now is take it step by step, and the first step is getting to Cinder Shroud. And Merrick, you have any trade routes that need to be ran, or have any trade routes being ran today going to Cinder Shroud?
Well, there's always trade routes that need to be run. There are several. Which sort of trade would you like to be a part of?
This is really for you, and it gives us a way to Cinder Shroud, and on top of that, we repay by escorting them. I'm sure the way is possibly dangerous.
Yes. Your end goal here is Drakmore?
Very in. It's kind of far away.
Yes. Well, you're going to have quite a few difficulties reaching Drakmore. Primarily, the area around Infernia is extremely dangerous.
In terms of monsters?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And what is
They
the
are.
climate like?
Inferno?
It is mostly badlands. There
Oh,
are
okay.
quite a few volcanic areas. And, well, frankly, the monsters that reside around Infernia are able to, well, fight dragons. Most of the prey animals stay away from that area, and they are rather hungry.
And I look at Bo, who I don't know if he's on top of my head
Am I?
or not. Are you?
I would be on a bow, and I would be next to the bow with your wings right now.
Next to the bowl with the wings, and I look at Bo. They probably taste delicious.
You had me at probably.
Would it be smarter to go south?
You could
Trouble.
take the path to Verox through Alanshu. That is the more direct path. It is most likely a bit safer. There are no border disputes. There's no sort of patrol through northern Alanshu. It's sort of dead.
Oh. Okay. No border. That means that place is extra freaking dangerous. Right?
It means that it's extremely Do you know the history of Alanshu?
I can't say it's before my time.
Yes, well, Ilanshu was destroyed many, many years ago by the dragon of which this country is named, Millefax. It was once, it was once the third elven nation, or I suppose second at that time. And
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
However, in a war that took place before before Millefax is what it is now, the dragon Millefax took vengeance upon the Alanshu elves and destroyed most of their country. It is mostly ruin, and there are rumors that there are survivors that now live underground.
No.
The elves that did survive formed a new country with some of the humans that lived in the region. That is the nation of Zodausia now. So, in terms of what you might find in Alanshu, mostly difficult terrain more than anything else. There are creatures that live there, but as far as trade routes go, we usually stay near the border whenever possible. And yes, the trade routes usually go from Skaldmere to Cinderstraund to Brimstone Reach. And if they do go south, they typically go from Skaldmere to Ashmount to through Zodausia.
Looks like we can avoid two problems if we go south. One, the obvious. You won't have to deal with meeting that head on. You have to go to Cinderstraund at some point anyway, so we can tackle that later. If we go south, we can learn the lay of the land. Lanshu probably hasn't been traveled often. We can learn that as well. Maybe
I'm up for an adventure.
Maybe find some allies. And looks like it's a little bit more populated down here on the map here. We got Carthum, Vermisia.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Vermisia is probably your best stopping point before going to Drakmore, if you wanted to take the safer route.
Okay.
It's
very helpful.
It is less direct, and I must say that traveling through Zodausia is not exactly safe, and they don't exactly like people from Millefax very much.
Okay, so we avoid that, and I guess we're on a longer trip through Ilanshu, heading down to Vermisia. From Verax to Ilanshu, head down to Vermisia, stop there, refill supplies if need be, and run our way back, stay around the border, go up to Drakmore.
That is the safest and most direct path combined.
What do you think? I look towards everyone.
Well, it seems as though Infernia is very close to Drakmore regardless.
Infernia, there is a reason that it is, not destroyed with all the monsters. That is where the premier magical academy is located here in Millefax.
Excuse me, what now?
Yes.
I say we go to Infernia. I mean, if we're going to go on an adventure, why not have a have a lovely time with it. You know, I mean, challenging. You know how much I love doing this.
the
Do you want to go to
problem-
school?
The problem with Infernia is that it is it's invite only for the
Oh.
academy. They will not do much if you will show up on their front door and ask for an invitation.
Mm.
And again, it is surrounded by horrific monsters and such.
Well, I
When
mean,
you
that's
say-
also, and I lean towards the group, extra XP.
Maybe we can leave Drakmore and go that way and come back. Test it out a little bit. Kick the
Well,
brick.
I'm getting antsy,
Yes.
and I think we should make a decision quickly.
I in favor of going south.
I raise
I-
my hand.
Well, I
Oh.
have no hands, so I guess we're going south.
Okay.
I'm keeping
Right.
my hood on.
Yeah, sure. I think it looks good. All right. We'll take your advice, Mary.
All
I'm
right.
still glaring at Merrick.
Well, if you if you wish to go to Vermisia, he looks like he's doing some mental math, trying to calculate all of the routes and whatnot. I believe we have some. Well, we'll be restocking. There should be a caravan that travels from Ashmount to Ilindrov to Vermisia. Again, as far as welcome receptions, you won't find much. This is a merchant caravan that we use that goes through that route. It is not exactly welcomed, but we're also not completely disregarded or assaulted.
Sounds like a fine way to travel.
All right. So we have made a decision then. All are in
I
favor?
crack my knuckles.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Merrick.
Yes, of course. We have developed a little relationship here, and I wouldn't want to see you, any of you, come to any harm.
I'm sure.
I hope that was sincere, Mary. I do wish the best for you.
Yes. I believe that we all benefit from future dealings, and
Yes.
any sort of, insult was not intentional.
Yes, absolutely. Because, I mean, if we die, you die. So, you know, it's a great world.
What?
Yeah, the queen and it's put us both together. So this is not just a single deal with us. You're included in your whole company. It's wonderful because, yes, if things do go successful, you get a lot of credit for it. And if it goes bad, but you seen how many dragons she has?
Well, also solving the power crisis would strengthen the influence of the Empress. It makes sense she would wish to be involved, and it would benefit all of the parties involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Unless we fail, and then we'll all die.
We won't fail.
And then we'll all die.
We're heroes. Some of us. All right. So keep that level of confidence. And I slap the chair and stand up. I'm getting chair butt. I'm ready to go.
Chair butt's the worst.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Jealous.
it is worse than. I don't know if it is worse than Swamp Ass, actually. When
They're
you
the
sit in a
same
leather
family.
chair for far too long.
I
Regalia Khan had some serious swamp ass.
Indeed.
I'm sorry,
Like
what?
a marsh.
Oh,
Have
don't
you
worry
ever
about it, Merrick.
Gas.
Have you ever been seated in a leather chair for a long period of time, Merrick?
This is where I walk
on a
out the
hot
door.
summer day.
Thanks, Merrick.
All right. Yes, you're welcome. If you would like transport from Skaldmere to Verox, I'm sorry, is that where you decided you're going? Verox? And then from there to Vermisia?
Yes, whichever is the, I suppose, easiest and safest route to
All right.
travel.
Something about food.
Well, again, I wasn't quite clear. Are you taking Skaldmere to Ashmount to Illendrov? Or are you going from Skaldmere to Verox to Vermisia?
That second one.
The second one.
The second one.
All right.
When in doubt, number 2.
Yes. Trade routes. All right. We carry supplies. There are, I believe there are. We will be receiving a shipment. Who wants to roll a die for me?
Ooh, I will.
Elspeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
D6, please. Okay. There will be we will be receiving a shipment from Vermisia. There's a lumber shipment. Should be arriving soon. And then we'll be having something going to Verox, but we don't have anything going from Verox to Vermisia, unfortunately. So beyond Verox, you'll have to find your own way.
We're good at that. But we also appreciate the help.
Very well. Then we have a fairly often traveling caravan to Verox. They supply various ores and things to Skaldmere, and from Skaldmere to Cindershroud. And we supply them with all sorts of food and such. So
Perfect.
a food caravan will most likely be available.
Ooh.
You can show them the marker.
Food caravan.
Excellent.
Of course, the marker.
Yes. There will be. You can go to our warehouse in town, in Skaldmere, and show them the marker and tell them that you would like to join the caravan to Verox. There should be one leaving today, and the trip is. Let's see here. The trip will take you about a week.
Oh, for that trek alone. It is going to be quite some time for Drakmore, huh?
How much will it cost? Or is it free?
If you show them the marker, they will allow you to travel with them for free. There are, of course, other options if you would like that. Skaldmere does have other sorts of transportation, just similar to the vehicle that we have.
I'm sure the caravan will be fine. And I look at the group, shrug. Fine?
Yes?
We can pay our way with, I don't know, protection.
Everything is
needed.
packed up.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Wow. Yes. Well,
Also, Merrick, did
Yes?
you know that the Empress was going to be coming the other day? Is that why you were so awkward? It's all right. Just next time, please let us know. You were puking and I almost puked as well.
I'm not the one that let the Empress know, if that's what you're asking.
All right.
It was my mother.
That's
And
interesting.
Enders, you really should have.
when I told my mother about our new arrangement, she didn't have the best reaction, and she expedited the notification from the Skaldmere office in regards to your visa. And, well, we didn't expect the Empress here so soon. Let's just put it that way.
Very well. Well, everyone is alive and well, and we are ready to go find these merchants to get going then. So, no harm. It is all right. Just, next time if you do know, and even if it is not you, could you just, I don't know, prepare us in some fashion so that we don't have a mental crisis next time?
I will do my best.
Question.
Thank you.
Yes.
The Empress got here really fast, didn't she?
Yes.
How?
She's
All of
blue.
the dragons that surrounded us
Dragons.
were ready to chew our heads off, yes?
How fast can they go?
Well, it depends on the type. The Royal Guard, the Dragon Riders, they are mounted upon some of the very fastest dragons in all of Millifax.
And if I wanted a royal dragon, how much do they go by? You know, in Zenny?
In Zenith, they...
Mm-hmm. Go on.
There are so many things wrong with that question. I don't know where to begin, especially asking it in Millifax.
Huh. Okay.
They're very fast. though. Caravan.
Curious little slime.
Just be careful about your curiosity. There is a black market for
And you just keep
legal
going.
creatures.
Should probably not say anything.
You've
That is
eaten dragon,
horrible.
haven't you?
Excuse me?
Mm.
I didn't hear what you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a good thing. We should go.
Oh, we have things to do. Shall we
Okay.
go?
Yep, fire stand. Okay, caravan time.
Right.
Thank you, Merrick.
Pat up on his shoulder.
Happy to help. You'll be taking all of your things then?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Wonderful. I will make sure to tell the stable master to have your iguodons ready. And I assume you'll be leaving in the next 10 minutes or so?
Yes.
Eric's looking quite happy now. This is probably the happiest you've seen him.
Wait, Iguodons? Why are we taking Iguodon?
Well, to reach, to return to Skaldmere, the town proper.
Oh, we don't
and
get the
warehouse.
luxury car, the vehicle that you had earlier? Then usher us to Skaldmere?
I
We have to
just
take
assumed that you were going to return the iguodons.
Oh, we certainly are. At least I am. I would love to ride my Iguodon.
I didn't come in on Iguodon, so
I love to.
You could ride on the back of mine. It would be very fun. Unless you wish to
Excellent.
take the
So in
reins.
10 minutes, I'll just let the stable master know. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Iguodon it is.
They are wonderful creatures.
I'm gonna
They
kill that
smell
man.
Fantastic.
Wait a minute.
Killing.
How am I meant to get around now?
Huh?
The wings are gone.
Oh,
I don't
I'll just roll.
yeah, you just have to roll. I'm sorry,
I'll
Bo.
just roll. I'll just roll. Rolling bow on the ground. Eating
I mean,
all
you
the
can-
ground lint.
You can always get in one of our sacks if you want,
I'm not touching your sack.
right? Okie dokie.
we could
I
just
am.
maybe we could stop somewhere and buy a bow sack.
A bow sack. I mean, a bowl.
Why does it have to be a bowl? Why can't you just fit in a sack on you?
Not a bowl, a bottle.
A bow. Bow sack.
A bowl of water.
Anyway,
Bottle of water.
Right.
We should-
Of course.
we should go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm holding the door open. It's
Yes.
just.
I walk
I'm
out.
very excited to ride the Iguodon again. It's gonna be so fun.
I am not excited to ride the Iguodon.
I'll close the door behind me and walk out with the rest.
Sure.
Oh, the matriarch. So when we get to and I look around, when we get to Drakmore, I told her that we would exchange information, and I hope you know that I was lying.
I was very confused at why you even asked that.
We want to
Or
garner
said that.
favor with these people. They're not good people.
Yeah.
I don't even
Right.
know if Merrick was telling us the truth.
I believe he was. It's in his best interest. Okay. All right.
Are we walking towards the stables?
Yes.
Okay.
Walking. I wish I could do that.
Rolling.
You can just develop legs.
I'll just grow legs. Yeah, why don't you grow wings or...
I saw
don't
you
know.
turn into a miniature drake. You can possibly fasten you some feet, at least. Maybe a kneecap.
Just become one whole foot.
That seems impractical.
Right. I thought so. So I didn't try it. Ah.
Oh, look at the beast.
By myself, having to propel myself by my own locomotion. Oh wait, woe is me, Bo the slime.
Why are
No
you a slime?
one's-
Why are you a slime? It's just
You
I
can't
never-
ask people that.
right.
I believe what his question means is that it is curious why you decided to stay a slime after that event.
I don't
It's
even
pretty
know.
obvious.
As a joke?
Yeah.
Oh,
Joke's on you. Okay.
I slowly start putting my rings. Okay, no more hood. I thought I looked cool with a hood, but
You
if
did.
Bo can't get around, then I figured that's probably the best
I'm nothing
way
but
for
round.
the whole
Put your hood
party.
back on.
I don't want you to have to roll round, and I gesture.
Boom.
Okay, are we ready to go now?
Guilt free.
Guilt free.
are the
And I walk up
Iguodons
to the
prepared?
Iguodon.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't have a license for this thing.
Hop on! And I jump
Do
up.
we?
Yeah, let's
What?
let's get Dex and Dex rolls for the
Oh, it's Dex and Dex?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you actually wish to?
Did I hear about your escapades of almost
You
killing people?
probably saw branches in my hair.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll try the Iguodon.
We
Fine.
had what they call a road traffic
Wonderful.
accident.
What is this? A group check or just self?
No, each can roll to get onto the Iguodons.
Just regular
So
roll check.
I guess
wait, I
Moon,
can't.
Moon,
We have to click on
Iris,
ourselves.
Moon, Iris. No, you should just hit roll check. Shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Moon-
having Anders take the reins since he hasn't gotten a chance to drive one yet.
And I will be driving one. Piloting.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 10.
Is this a
Now
group
you've
check?
got this.
Just roll a check.
You just have to whisper
Those are
to
your
it
best
very nicely.
stats. Those are your best
Yeah,
stats.
they are. That's
It
really
happens to
weird.
me
Rolled a
every
1 and a
time,
2.
Frank. Do not worry.
Amazing.
You said Dex and Dex.
Yep, Dex and Dex.
Okay, difficulty was 10.
Yep.
Okay. Wait a minute. Can I spend a
Sitting on the
Fabula point?
Iguodon backwards.
Yeah, but don't spend one for this. this is just. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's like this is just how awkward the
minor.
getting onto the Iguodon is.
Huh?
You can speak
Okay, it's awkward.
Iguodon. Tell
This
them
is
to go
perfect.
back to the stable.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oi! Foodie! Over there! Stable! Now!
Wait,
that
No,
one?
no. Back to the one in the town. They know their way back.
I don't know if that's a good idea. What?
Have we mounted
So-
Well,
them
we're
yet?
looking.
Hold on, we need Iris's roll as well. Iris, we need Dex.
Oh, I thought
This is-
Anders. We had 2. Did we
You
not?
do, but you're getting on. I'm just.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
is
This
how
is
awkward
forgetting
it
all
is.
of
Oh,
it.
this is
Hold on.
forgetting.
Yep.
Oh, the mounting.
I mounted backwards apparently.
Oh, right. I'm very good at this.
And you wanted to drive?
Can I
It's
roll
not Dex to
for
drive it.
mounting?
Okay. Basically, this is like a Benny Hill scene. What happens here? It's like if I had the ungodly music ready,
on my
I
nuts
would
to
I'd
get
be
on.
playing the ungodly music. It's just a horrific sight, basically, of this happening. Of
Let me up. It will be all right.
It literally, like, there's a horrific scene here that happens where everybody's trying to get on the Iguodons, and it's like, it's like trying to mount an unbroken horse, like a Mustang, like a wild Mustang. You guys are getting launched off of the Iguodons. It takes you like a solid half an hour to actually get out of this situation.
Wait. Stay put. Just stay put. Why does this thing have humps? Why does yours not have humps? Why does this one have humps?
Ours has horns. I think it hurts.
It poked my butt.
Stay put.
You guys okay?
Do we watch Bo hop up on it?
Bo has no problem. He's just getting wobbled about like on top of Moon's head, but he manages to stay
Okay.
up there without issue.
I'm giving Bo the most evilest eye, just seeing him jump up there with no problem. After complaining about walking.
Giggling.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
I think mine's stabilized, maybe?
it's like there's guards that are laughing at you, like they're watching this whole thing like they can't even get on an Iguodon. Like you can tell this is gonna make for some hilarious stories for their families.
I would like to speak to the Iguodons now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sit.
No!
Tried.
And I get thrown off. Go, pff.
You sick?
All right.
No,
All right.
sit.
Maybe this is not.
And
Maybe I'll
you
walk.
get food if you sit, right? We'll feed you.
You don't tell me what to do.
But I
going
do.
on?
Why not?
What's going
Because
on?
I don't know you. And you smell
but
funny.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Oh, that's a really long name. Can I call you Ido?
I don't care.
Okay, Ido. Well, my name's Bo, and we know each other now. Could you sit so my friend could mount you? We can go somewhere to get some food.
No, I like it here. They have good food.
You do make a great point. They have amazing food when they choose to cook it.
They
Why
gave
does
us
it
a
sound like
strange
Bo is-
bird last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
How was that?
it was very strange, but it had good taste later.
Is that right?
What?
You ate my bird, did you?
I don't know if you're bird or not.
Right,
What is
well,
going on?
we've gone from
What is
friends
this
to enemies
thing?
really fast. I'm wondering what you taste like.
You'll never know.
Okay. All right.
I try and get back on the Iguodon again.
noises. What is going on? What are you
you
doing?
just hear Bo sitting on Moon's head going as the Iguodon replies.
It's
turn, I
horribly
suppose.
loud. Like it's,
Right.
like when you talk to people that don't have a quiet setting. It's like that. It's like my parents trying to talk.
Not a delicate dialect, I'll tell you that. Moon, I hate this person.
Okay, well then, we shouldn't.
They ate my cockatrice. Can I eat it back in return?
Let me back on food. No. Okay, listen. Why don't we ask the stable masters to take the Iguodons back, and we get with Merrick and get the normal way to travel around
But
here.
that would be so awkward because we just left. I don't want to go talk to him again. And I try to mount the Iguodon another time. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. No, get over
His
here.
name's Ido, and he's an asshole.
Ido, you're an asshole.
I understand this.
Yeah.
You're doing the thing where you're like hopping and following it, like it just keeps walking.
What if we
wait,
help
come
each other up instead of doing it one by one? Or not one by one, but like by yourselves?
All right. Okay.
Stable Master's been trying to help you like the whole time, by the way. Like he's trying to hold the Iguodon's reins, you know, like to help you get on. They keep walking you around, and you're like hopping on one foot, trying to climb up into the stirrups.
Okay. It's taking far too long. Sable Master, if you can calm them down, we'll try again.
Yes, I've been trying, but whatever it is that your friend here is saying to the creatures,
It's a private matter.
it seems to be upsetting them somewhat. I can't quite calm them down.
You can understand. Do you have food? Any kind of like?
Yes, I believe
Maybe.
we have some leftover dinner somewhere.
Maybe that'll help them.
Yeah, and you can see some like, there's some like greenish meat that he pulls out.
I hop off Moon's head and grab onto his arm and just start eating this green meat from his head.
For the
He's eating me! He's eating me!
No, please.
Ah! The guards like begin to draw their weapons.
No, it's fine. It's just he's got an issue. Problems.
I let go. Did I manage to snag it or not?
I think it's time to roll a check. This will be Dex and Might, I think.
God.
This will
Okay.
be difficulty 10.
Savage beast.
Might and Dex, difficulty 10.
Oh, we just spoke about behaving!
Oh yeah,
That was
you got it.
before I was shafted.
I don't understand what is going on. Why are
Now
you
it's
eating
Renegade Bow.
Yeah, there's like a drumstick floating in Bo. Yeah.
I'm very confused at what's going on. We have to go. So I
Vindication.
guess we're walking at this point.
Validation.
Maybe
We're
we
probably
walk,
gonna walk.
walk the Iguodons? Or no, actually, I don't even want to be a part of this. Ugh, and I just gather my stuff. Long trip.
The stable master's like trying to wipe off the remnant. Ah!
Sorry.
How does it taste, Bo?
The green drumstick kind of emerges from Bo's head. You want to bite?
Good.
I'm really
Good.
sorry.
Maybe you could give
Sinks
some to
back into
Ido,
Bo.
though, because Ido probably would want the rest of
I'm
that.
not giving that bastard a thing unless he sits.
We're walking.
I look at the Iguodon.
You want some of this, you bastard? You sit and let her sit on you.
Are you saying it in yeah.
Call them a bastard.
I'm not eating that. It has your slime on it.
Well, you're a bastard. Well, I tried.
All right,
start
I guess we
slowly
go.
walking down the road.
I follow Enders, a little defeated. My hair is a little more scraggly because I've been trying to like get onto this Iguodon.
Boom. And then it has a bow on it again.
I will try to pet my Iguodon, but it will bite my fingers. Oh, ow.
Iris,
It just has so much love in its heart.
it's got a lot of teeth too.
There's
And I
no
hang
love
my
in that
head
thing.
and walk to the gates.
Yeah. Eventually this whole scene sort of culminates with you all finally getting mounted onto the Iguodons, getting your supplies and things loaded into the sacks or into your inventory or what have you. And
Wait, we actually get on the Iguodons?
Yeah.
I thought Enders and I
no,
were
it
walking
just
out for like
it
a
just
smoke
took
break or something.
it took forever. Is basically what.
yeah,
That's
'cause
why
it
you
took
said it took
forever,
30
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was
Took
like,
like
eh,
30
shall we go
minutes,
this
yeah.
way?
So we're on these now after a montage of okay, excellent. Oh, that was easy.
Easy.
And I grip the Iguodon Okay. We ready?
Birds are so much easier. Even the mountain cats are easier.
Dragons would have been more fun.
Yep.
I don't even want to.
Rue is with Moon and Bo on Moon's Iguodon as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You know the way. Just point the way. And I'll
Take the
start.
reins.
I'll gently pat the Iguodon.
I kind of go because I know mine's an asshole.
Yeah.
You want more of that, do you? You don't? Then go.
I mean, the thing feels like as if you're slapping like a rhinoceros. It's got that kind of
Hide.
like skin and hide, yeah. And it's like beefy. You know, like you know those like giant Clydesdales. Whenever you're sat on one, your legs are like, you know, it's like your legs are like a triangle basically. Like
Yeah.
you're barely like it feels like you're doing a split when you get onto this thing.
These are walking, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah. And they're bipedal, you know, so they're like they have those little arms, and your inclination is to like lean backwards to get like a center of gravity, but you really have to lean forward just to get on there. And yeah, it's awkward as shit, but you begin to head back to Skaldmere. And let's see. Let's do a travel roll. Who wants to do a travel roll?
Not me.
Meyer,
Huh?
you're
Okay.
travel rolling.
Okay.
All right.
He's been
So.
volunteered.
For a travel
You've
roll,
been told.
I will take a D8, please. D8.
Just one D8?
Yep.
Okay. 6.
Okay.
Did we die?
We'll see. So, this isn't like a super long trip or anything. It's less than like an hour to get back to town. I mean, technically you're still in Skaldmere. It's just like the outskirts, basically, where they live on the cliffside.
Mm-hmm.
As you are heading there, there is, I assume you're staying to the road. Okay. You can see on the road ahead, there appears to be like something. You see like a small wisps of smoke headed up from something in the road. It looks like there is a ruined carriage on the road, from what you can see.
Oh. And you said there was smoke rising as if it was set on fire?
Wisps of smoke are rising up.
Ooh. Oh, don't get any ideas, anybody. Looks like this is already on fire.
Oh, that's a shame. You should probably get going.
I wonder who did it this time. I look at Enders, and then Rue, and then Enders.
I don't know what you're insinuating. Highwaymen?
Well, we don't know what you're incinerating.
Exactly.
It's one time. Small.
As you begin to approach the carriage, you can see there is a wreckage here, and there is quite clearly dead bodies in the carriage.
From what we can tell, do they look as though it was done by man, or does it look as though one of the dragons might have done this?
So this is just a cursory glance that you're going to make. I'm going to say that I'll take insight. I'm going to make the difficulty 14.
Alrighty. 3 failure.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like something burned them. I mean, it could be anything.
Do we wish to investigate this, or do we wish to tell the authorities, perhaps?
Stuff like this happens all the time. It's a very dangerous area. Things hunt.
It is
People
very
loot.
dangerous.
There are
So-
people who died.
Yeah. It's a shame. We should probably keep going.
I'm 50-50. I want to keep going, but I think we should investigate. I think there could be experience.
They're dead. Oh.
What if there's a quest here?
I slow down the Iguodon.
Okay, let's
Do
just
we want to check it out?
You can
Just
stay on
think,
the Iguodon if you
yes.
want.
dead things here. Are they dead? Why would someone just leave them there? And is it
But you
looted?
worried you can't get back on the Iguodon afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good point. Remember how hard it was to get on last time.
I
Can
could
I
be the
roll?
only one to take a look if you want.
I mean, it's not what I want. Is that what you want to do?
I think I do. And I'm looking at Moon.
I will stay on my Iguodon, but from a glance, narrator, do I see anything that is recognizable? Like, if I roll for it, or
so you can make an insight. Difficulty is 14.
okay.
Oh,
13 failure.
I mean, there's clearly dead bodies inside the carriage. They've been burned. And I mean, half the carriage is ruined and is, smoking. There were, it appears like this is one of those expensive carriage, not the same as the one that you rode in, but of that variety. And it's just, it's been ruined.
I hop off. I am going to take a closer look, I think.
Okay. I'll stay here.
I'll try to make it quick. It's just
Okay. We'll stay put and look out on the road, I guess.
Oh, lessons will be learned either way. All right. And I'll pull the Iguodon to the side.
and I will walk closer towards the site of the wreckage and try to see if I can ascertain anything, any iconography
Yeah.
that might identify them, etc.
First and foremost, you're hit by the smell. It's intense. That it just smells like burning.
Charred.
Yeah, and also the smell of like death is here. It's you see immediately two people. It was two people that were in this carriage. And kind of the way that it was burned was like as if something burned it on one side of the carriage, and it kind of got ruined from that. So I will take another insight, and this will be difficulty 12.
Difficulty 12. Alrighty. 13 success.
Okay. You find I think there is some sort of probably insignia or something on the carriage itself. It's probably like a marking for a house or something. You don't recognize it, but it was on like probably the opposite door. Like one side got damaged.
The one that wasn't burned.
Yeah, the one that wasn't damaged. You find an insignia on there. It kind of looks like a I think it would look probably like a it would probably look like you saw, I think, different kinds of foliage and stuff as you've been traveling. It resembles probably like a certain kind of tree that you've seen growing in the region.
Now you said it was from one side.
Yep.
Does it seem as though perhaps there's like some sort of a lantern on the opposing side that's undamaged, or anything like does it seem like something was destroyed on the wagon, or does it seem like it was an assault from someone or from some sort of creature?
Something or a creature or something along those lines makes the most sense to you. It doesn't necessarily look like something malfunctioned on the carriage,
Right.
from what you can tell.
And are there any sort of tracks or anything like any footprints, any animal markings?
You will, as you are investigating, hear a familiar sound of your inventory pinging you.
Huh?
Or your interface, rather.
I'll open it up.
You open it up and you see, basically, like, investigate the cause of death. And you'll see something like, it's missing a lot of details. You'll see the insignia that you saw on the door as part of the description of the quest. And you'll see for like objectives, it'll say find out who, what happened to, and then it'll show the insignia, and it'll say for your reward, it will say 500 zenit, and it will say I think 5 XP.
Oh, did this pop up on your interface? And I'll try to share it if I can.
It does. Everybody.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. And so there's nothing else around that I can gauge? No markings or anything like that? No.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, if you begin to like look around the area, you will find you don't find like any creature tracks. You do, however, find a lot of like foot traffic.
Does it
Leaving
look
the
like
scene?
it was looted?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
From what you can tell, it does seem like it was not a creature. It was people.
And Ender shouted out, does it look as though it was looted? Looking around, does it seem...
It definitely does.
Yes. And there are footprints everywhere. I believe it perhaps was bandits.
Oh, then. Great. Okay. Before we accept to do anything and go out of our way, I want to remind you that we have these lovely creatures that don't belong to us that could possibly die.
Right.
Something we want to risk?
Is that rhetorical?
Okay, Bo, I know you have some kind of like weird thing going on between...
It's not weird, it's personal.
Okay.
And looking at the scene, does it seem as though the footprints are going any particular direction? Like, are they headed back to town? Are they headed into the wilderness? Off the road?
So there's a lot of tracks here. I'm going to say I'm going to need another check.
Alrighty.
This will be insight and insight. I'm going to say this is difficulty 14.
All right. 15 success.
Ooh. Yeah, so this is it's still gonna take you like a little bit of time here. You're probably gonna spend like 5 to 10 minutes, I think, just kind of trying to figure out the tracks, because this is a well-traveled road that you're on. So there's a lot of like tire tracks. There's a lot of like all kinds of tracks, but you think you've sort of narrowed this down. It definitely looks like it's away from town. And not the way that you came. It looks like it would head off probably into some of the scrub brush someplace. What you can tell. It would be, so you essentially came from the northeast. You're heading southwest right now towards the town. it looked like this would be northwest from your position.
If there are people killing people on the road,
How
I
far
mean,
are
it
we from
happens.
Yeah, how far are we from town? From where we
15
need to
minutes.
go? Oh, can always take the Iguodons if you really want to come back. I mean, risk losing them, we might be out of our pockets.
yes, let's
And
go
we'll be
bring them
doing
back.
the looting and killing. It's a joke.
Yes,
Poorly
we can bring
timed
them
away.
back and perhaps ask around in town or let the authorities know what we found. It is a sizable reward for this quest, if you didn't see.
What? Reward?
Yes, look at your interface.
You see Rue's ears like swivel.
Do you see it, Moon?
I don't think well, I don't. It doesn't come up for me.
It would. Actually, it would show up for you, Moon.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
It definitely comes up for me.
Hold on. I'm sorry, it would not. It would not.
It definitely has not shown up for me.
I
Sorry.
would draw the insignia at the very minimum for Moon as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
On
okay.
like my notebook, I would have drawn it anyway to show the authorities.
Well,
Does this one look familiar to you at all?
Make an insight, Moon. This will be 14 difficulty.
Well, good heavens. 14. 12 failure.
So close.
So close.
No.
No cigar. No, sorry.
Well, we have options. Can't believe I'm saying this. We could start it. Moon can deliver the Iguodons, come back.
Wait, they know their way to town. We could smack them on the butts and have them go.
You keep saying that, but what if something like a drake swoops down and eats them?
There are dragons. And they are kind of hungry.
Yeah.
But I suppose these guys would be more like jerky.
Jerky.
I say that we should at least return them.
Okay.
Or at least, I guess, I could take Bo and Rue and we could go.
No. We'll all
We
go
shouldn't
together.
separate,
We'll just go
Okay.
turn them
Yes.
in and come back if you.
Sure.
Especially if there are
Yeah.
people attacking folks
right.
traveling on the road.
Right.
Um,
That wouldn't be good to leave everyone.
Enders,
yeah.
you gave Merrick a communication scroll, yes?
Yes.
Could I borrow it just to ask him about the sigil? Maybe he might know this tree.
Does it work that way? I have no idea. Is
I
it
don't know.
bound to me?
Are you asking me?
I guess I'll check in my inventory to see if it says bound.
Yeah. It does not say bound.
But it's bound. The communication is bound to him.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't see any kind of problem with that.
Well, you specifically, it wouldn't say. It would say, however you phrase it when you're thinking about it. Like when you're making the connection in your head, that's how it would display in your inventory. So like, you would say like communication scroll with Marek. Like if that's the way you're referencing it in your head,
That's how it has.
that's what would show up.
That's in the title.
Oh.
Okay, but it's not like
The
I can only use
communication
that.
scrolls are not bound to anyone. They
Okay, cool.
are
Oh, so we can hand them
specifically-
off to each other.
They are bound to its
Contact.
Its mate of a
the
scroll.
recipient.
Yeah,
Got you.
that's the only
So
thing
they
it's
come in
bound to.
pairs, and I got you. Okay, so essentially,
like,
I guess
when-
they're numbered or
Yeah.
something.
So yes, exactly. They would be. It's like the equivalent of like when they say like, oh yeah, this is to reach Cinder Shroud. If it was like the Cinder Shroud stables or a vehicle, like a company or something in Cinder Shroud, it was just to a scroll that's there. That's
It's like
all.
1708 alpha, 1708 beta,
Right.
whatever. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I'll take it out of inventory and hand it over.
Yes. Do I have to roll to get back on this Iguodon? Thanks. So while we were traveling, I will.
We're just going to assume every time you get on the Iguodon, it's a horrific
horrific.
experience.
Yes. Yes,
I
my
think
hand
you've
I
rolled
wrapped up
two.
too.
You've rolled 2 fumbles now for handling
Yes,
the Iguodons. So I think now it's just an established thing with your character that every time you get on an Iguodon, it's a Benny Hill sequence.
Oh, the Elendrath elves are not good here.
I'm just kind of watching as she's just flooping like, almost there. You got,
Oh, I've got this.
yep. Just, that's the butt.
It's
That's
I'm
the butt end.
starfishing.
That's the butt end.
I'm now like starfished on the back before I try to like.
And you just like keep sliding off, like sliding off of the saddle. Yeah.
And whilst we are traveling, I will just communicate to Merrick what it is we saw and try to describe to him the kind of tree and if he knows anything about any houses that might utilize that tree or a tree that he might be able to think of.
Yeah, I think he will. It probably takes like a few minutes. It's like texting someone.
Yeah.
It's probably like a couple minutes before a response. And this one would say, that is the Al-Safar family's insignia. They are known as one of the premier perfumers in the area.
Oh. Well, Merrick let us know a name, and I will hand the tablet back to, or the scroll back to Anders so that he has it.
What?
It is the Al-Safar family. They're perfumers, apparently.
Well, it's good to know. Unless you can tell someone when we get back. We should be coming up on our location soon.
You can see Skaldmere ahead of you. You can see the you can see like the checkpoint or whatever ahead.
Oh, let's slow down the Iguodon and I'm guessing at the checkpoint that will be where the stables are, right?
It's not far from it. You can probably see them ahead. There's like a, how like when you go to an airport or when you go to any sort of big town or whatever, they try to keep the transportation around the same area, just so that like you're like, oh yeah, I need to catch the bus or I need to whatever. Yeah, it's that kind of a thing. So you can see there's stables and there's like, super fancy vehicles, and I mean you definitely passed some as you were coming into town.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to the stable area and drop off this Iguodon.
Sure thing.
I follow.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot in this interaction. I mean, I feel like you can do this. They probably like, oh, I thought you were taking them out for a week. Was there a problem or anything along those lines?
Yes, there was a problem. That one's a bastard.
Well, yes, but not really a problem, but yeah, that one apparently is mean.
Oh, was it a fecal problem?
Oh, thank goodness.
He sure is a fecal head, that's for sure.
They were lovely. They were great. They were good on the way here, No one died. Well, none of us died.
So no fecal problems.
Not yet.
No.
That's great.
Speaking of shit, do you know perhaps where we might be able to report something, some sort of officials to speak with? We found something that the law of the area might wish to know about.
Well, the fastest way is to speak with the checkpoint
Border Patrol?
guards.
Excellent. All right.
Otherwise, you can go into town. There's obviously the harbor master. You can speak with them. Typically, they're in contact with the patrolman.
All right. Well, what would we like to do about what we found? Do we want to
Sure.
go?
The guard? It's closest. I'm pretty sure
Yes,
they have a
alright.
contact.
All right.
Be weird if they didn't. Okay, right up that way.
Yeah, I mean, you passed right through through the checkpoint. It probably only took you a few minutes to come in, just showing your visas and stuff.
Oh, so you can go that way.
All right. And if we, so we're heading to the border here. All right. So then I suppose we would just try to speak to someone that looks like they know what they're doing, so to speak, and try to explain the situation.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a insight and willpower check. Difficulty is going to be 10.
Alrighty. 16 success.
Okay. You probably just relay everything that happened here in terms of what you found and whatnot. And they said, "Thank you for letting us know. We will be sure to send a patrol out to investigate immediately."
Excellent.
Hearing that there are 2 deaths on the road from the Al-Safar family is, well, unsightly at best. Given your description of the scenery, it doesn't appear to be any sort of dragon attack.
No,
I imagine that the Al-Safar family would have had the appropriate pheromones coated on their carriage. So no dragons. Perhaps some rogue mages then. Regardless, we will take a look into this. Thank you for letting us know.
Of course. And I look to the others kind of inquisitively whether or not they think we should offer our services, because I don't want to volunteer everybody. But
We're heroes.
Bo, you say this out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, I saw your visa. Hard to believe one such as you be a hero, but
Well, it's hard to believe one such as you could be so bold.
Oh, means
Oh.
that, it's hard to believe that these things are happening around here. Right, Bo?
Right.
so
We should go.
perhaps we could look into it.
Iris, if it makes you sleep better at night, I guess we can.
It's not about if it makes me sleep better at night. It's about you're claiming that you wish to be a hero, yes? This is the sort of thing that we're supposed to be doing, is it not? To fit that motif?
I bite my lip and I look towards Moon.
I look at you and also bite my lip.
Side quest, side quest, side quest.
Side
I
quest?
look like I'm biting my lip, but I've kind of just folded over to the side, kind of. Side quest, side quest.
They
Fine,
could kill
fine.
more
All right.
people.
Okay, all right, we'll do it.
That's true.
And I'll just lean into Iris. It's not me that I'm worried about.
It could be good for our reputation.
Right, I understand that.
Side quest, side quest.
And I just kind of
Side
nudge
quest, side
in
quest.
Moon's direction.
Well, I nudge back.
If you would like, we are very capable. We could take a look as well. Make sure that the patrols are safe at least. I'm sure they're very capable, but
Well, I suppose we can make an accommodation for heroes and the savior. Very well. If you would like to investigate this, that's fine. Find out the cause of this crime and who perpetrated it, and if you are able to bring them to us, we shall reward you.
Alive?
There's like a long pause.
I want to invoke my bounty hunting. Not with a Fabula point, though, but that's why I'm asking.
Okay, so mechanically, that's only for the Fabula stuff. So you can spend a Fabula point if you would like.
Not on this.
alter the scene if you'd like.
Nah. I'm okay. When I say invoke, I shouldn't say that. I'm saying this because I'm a bounty hunter.
Because
Sure,
that's your
I was-
background.
Yeah, it's my background. So I'm just like alive, dead. Dead's easy.
Yeah, so this is definitely one of those things that you can mess with in terms of Fabula points. Yeah, so I mean, this is alter the story. So you can spend a Fabula point to like alter the story. You can spend a Fabula point to like re-roll in regards to the situation. But other than that, I don't think there's really any other way to use
That's
it right
fine.
here.
Okay, I'm just asking. Alive or dead?
There's again a long pause.
Accidental death? I mean, things happen.
I
Are you
suppose.
deputizing us?
No, I am clearly not. However, let's say alive.
Blood for blood.
All right.
Okay. Alive means conscious, breathing,
Not dead.
Not
body
yet,
parts.
yes.
Okay, so body parts and everything is fine. All right, great.
Minimal decomposition.
All right.
Unundead.
All right. So
Respiring.
let's head back to the scene and follow those tracks, right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have to follow you because it's still not on my log, but yes.
Okay.
Is your log broken?
No, I just don't think it comes up for certain things anymore. I
Why
don't
is
know.
it too little for you now?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I'm just ready to kick some ass.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
We start walking out.
Okay. So, in terms of Skaldmere here, you as far as like transportation goes, you're sticking with the caravan, right? Okay. So we can sort of speed run this part, where you head to the warehouse. You meet up with the caravan. It probably takes like 2
wait,
hours.
I think we're going back to do the
Are
quest.
you going back, or are you going with the caravan
quest.
first?
Oh, no.
I
Oh, that's a
assumed
good
you were.
question.
I assumed you were getting on the caravan then going, but is that different?
Oh, get on the caravan and then going to the side quest?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, if it's going that way.
Side quest. Side quest.
Side quest.
Side
Okay.
quest.
Alrighty. So, do you tell them about this?
Heck yes, I definitely going to speak up about it. I'm not going to put them in danger and act like we're just, you know, on a merry
I don't
way.
like to make assumptions.
No, it's fine. But like, by the way, we need to make a stop and possibly kill people. You know
Yeah,
about?
I don't like to make assumptions with murder, hoboing, etc. with
Yeah,
groups
yeah,
because
for sure,
I've
sure.
learned my lesson with that. All right, fair enough. So you meet up with the Gafran at the Gafran warehouse. You do tell them about this situation, and you head out again. This probably takes about like 2 hours really to like get ready and whatnot. But yeah, in terms of like how this goes, it seems like this warehouse is pretty well kitted out. There's a lot of different kinds of goods and stuff that seem to move through here. There's like I think you see some different kinds of technology. You see that there's also different kinds of caravans. There's some that are kind of like the equivalents of, you know, trucks. There's some that are like the equivalent of you know, like a horse and carriage kind of caravans. The one that you are taking, would like to roll a die for me.
Frank.
Okay.
Frank,
So we're going to
Frank,
take 3 hours.
Okay.
Hard
Roll
code.
roll a d8, please. Higher is better.
1. Told you. Shouldn't have got me to do it.
As you said it.
Howdy, y'all. We're the caravan that's taking you.
Yeah. So this is like
We're pushing the caravan. at
when
this
you
point.
think about like a D&D caravan, that's what you got basically for this.
great.
This is like This
It's
is like the
oh
slowest,
God, it's the annoying one.
the
with people
slowest
singing in the
option,
back.
the slowest option here. You know, like you looking for like there's probably like organized, you know, like in the warehouse
don't
with like
pace it.
various supplies. You find like where the agricultural stuff is, and that's where you assume your caravan is, and you're right. And it's like a lot of food, and it's straight up like a horse and carriage kind of situation, except with iguanodons.
What do they have in the as for food?
It's food for trade.
Yeah, it's like barrels of
But
food
like cheese
and like
wheels? Like what are we talking about?
so they've got a lot of
Iguanodon
different stuff. It's probably
the best questions.
yeah, it's probably like fruits, vegetables. I think you can see like there's definitely some cheese and stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it stinks. Like there's some stanky cheese here.
You know
What's
what?
the
I'm going to
stinkiest thing
spend
in
a
this
Fabula
caravan?
point. Is this caravan the same caravan that we're going to be using to travel?
Most
across
likely,
the-
yeah.
Oh, nah, yeah. We're Fabula pointing this. There's no way, bro.
Yes!
This is
said
the
a
reason
week.
we're like, I'm spending a point for
Yeah, he
this.
said
This
a
is
week.
bad.
It'll take us a month to get there.
Yeah.
All right. No, please.
okay,
Oh, gods
gonna-
of this
yeah,
land.
You can
Don't
absolutely
let me roll a one
this is-
again. That's so much better.
so you didn't even have to roll. This is just altering the story.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
great.
yeah.
But we'll
Okay,
go
good.
with that as a guideline.
Okay, let's say that it looks like an old cheese wheel looking thing, but it ends up being badass. And
Yeah, it's probably like the caravan. It's food, so it's actually kind of bulky. So I think at first you see this like truck. It doesn't look like the trucks that we have. It's probably a little bit more squat. I think it's like
Hover around.
wider. It's like wider than you're expecting. And it's definitely like magical. You can see that this thing has it's got a roof on it. You're not like climbing into the back with like a bunch of livestock or anything like that. It's not like the D&D caravan that you were gonna get.
Yes,
see that one
think
pass
there's
by?
like, there's like an image of like them pointing, and then it goes that way.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw one. Yeah, you saw one that was like covered in pig shit. You know, that you're gonna ride like a bench in the back with all the pigs. And then finally you see like this one. This is like a truck. It's kind of just like it's a wider truck. It's not like a box truck that we have. And it's definitely like magical. You can see there's a driver, but there's no like engine compartment. It looks like it's built into like where the wheels are and that kind of thing. So it definitely looks different than ours. Yeah, and you meet the owner, I guess, of this route, and their name is Yasmin. You can see Yasmin. She looks probably like she's in her late 40s. She's got darker skin. She looks like she's a worker almost. You know, she's got her hair kind of like pulled back, like she's rolled up her sleeves, like she's getting in there and she's working on the caravan. She doesn't look like a supervisor type. She looks more like a, lead from the front kind of person, right? Yeah, there's definitely like a few livestock and things wandering around here and there. You see like a few chickens, and you see, some pigs, probably some people handling those through different gates and whatnot as you are making your way through. But yeah, Yasmin sort of, gives you all the info and says, yeah, we'll be leaving in about 2 hours, and we'll be heading for Verox. The trip will take probably 2 days.
Oh,
Oh, it's better than a week.
definitely.
Oh yes, there are a few different vehicles that head to Verox with various supplies and things, but this one is one of our nicer trucks that we have available, so it should only take 2 days.
Oh, wonderful.
Can I see the
that's-
power supply?
Yeah, are you gonna snoop?
No, can I see it? Because like in the limo, it was just kind of hanging in a box, right?
Yeah. I think you can make me an insight check. If you're like curious about it, if you're just giving a cursory glance, it's basically harder if you're doing a cursory glance to find stuff.
Just looking.
Without snooping. Yeah.
Didn't see it, I guess.
You can't see shit.
Can't see nothing past all these wings.
Well,
Well, 2 of them.
2 hours you say we're gonna be leaving. I look towards Iris.
Well, and we have already explained the situation with regards to what we plan on doing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can assume that this was done. She said, we won't be able to stop for long if you're trying to investigate this, but I can maybe spare an hour.
What? Is it on the way? So
What if
it's
they
on
need
the
us?
way. So maybe we can go ahead and go, and you can come by.
I don't understand.
So you can like
Meet us on the road.
right. If we go now, we have more time to investigate, and you can meet us on the road.
That's fine. And we're leaving in 2 hours if you want to try and catch up with us.
Perfect. I
We'll
have
be
an extra
moving kind of
communication
quickly,
scroll.
though.
I have an extra communication scroll, so I can give it to you for the meantime.
Very well.
Perfect. Excellent. And I will hand Jasmine the extra scroll.
Sure. But again, we're leaving in about 2 hours. 2 hours.
And you said you can spare an hour, so technically 3.
Make an insight and willpower. Difficulty will be difficulty 12. You're the one that. Hey, listen. You're the one that decided that you're trying to make everything
easier for us.
easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Difficulty 12.
and
Insight
what?
and willpower.
Man. I should have been a pure mage.
Yes, it is
Wow.
quite great to be a mage.
That is a critical fumble.
You knew it was coming. It was coming.
It's been
Says-
You get a Fabula point, though.
She says,
Yay.
"No, I can't. 2 hours. Look, I understand that you're trying to do something nice or whatever it is. There's people that go missing on trade routes. It happens. It's not exactly the safest occupation, especially here in Halifax. A lot of cargo is very precious, and merchants charge a lot to transport it, frankly. Our caravans don't come cheap. So, we have 2 hours before we need to go.
I respect. Okay.
And if you're late, we're going to leave without you.
We want
okay.
that. All right.
Right.
You mentioned 2 hours. Forgive my ignorance, but how do you keep your time?
With clocks.
We
'Cause I-
also have one on our interface, don't we?
Yep.
Oh, we do. Okay, cool. I didn't know. All right. Okay, great.
That's part of our hero trick. We always know what time it is, but they don't.
All
Clearly
right.
she does. It's 2 hours. It's gonna leave us. All right. So
Yeah,
we
there's
have a
probably.
strict-
I think you can see there's like digital clocks that are around this place. There's both digital and analog clocks that are around. You can see it's a warehouse, so they gotta like keep the times visible and stuff. They got schedules.
Right. So I'm assuming if they're gonna leave in 2 hours, they'll leave here in 2 hours, which is about 15 minutes by Illidan, which means it's probably gonna take about 5 minutes to reach us by this contraption. So we probably want to be done before the 2 hours is up.
Yeah,
And if
So
we can't,
let's get
Let's go.
going.
yeah. And we all agree if we can't complete it, we won't complete it.
Indeed.
We'll have to
agree.
bring them back.
Mush.
Well, we could solve the problem and let them know at some point.
We just have to bring
They're
them
going to
back
send
to
a patrol.
the border. Anyway.
Yeah.
Patrol. Okay.
Right.
The gate. The gate guard. All right, great. All right. And I'll start.
We're
I'll
hoofing
shake
it.
my head and walk. Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking around like, my dragons, maybe dragons? Nah, no dragons. Probably no dragons.
What
You're
are you
looking
saying?
around inside the warehouse, or are you doing this like on the road?
On the road.
Okay. Very well.
Is it dragon weather?
I don't know. It might be.
There's
dragon
definitely
weather.
dragons flying around, 100%.
I have a really bad question I shouldn't ask because it's just gonna put ideas in your head. But do dragons act like birds and just kind of?
Poop everywhere?
I think this is a great question. So it depends on the dragons. Are you talking about like, are there just giant piles of shit in the middle of the road?
Do people have
that
to
and
wash up a
falling from the
flaming-
sky?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's probably areas of the town where they do actually have warnings posted.
Signs.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's actually like warning signs posted. And yeah, like there's probably like you could like you might hear like some stories here and there of like, oh, I dodged a giant pile of shit.
You're
Like,
alive.
stuff like that. It doesn't seem like a super normal occurrence. Yeah, so these aren't birds, they're predators that are like quite a bit smarter than your average bird. So I think that like they're worried about where they shit. Because it could be dangerous for them.
Well, it was a two-part question because now I want to look for shit to make sure that if it's
There ain't, like-
feeding grounds, we avoid. And I'll look toward the group.
The dragons that you see like flying about are significantly they're significantly smaller than some of the ones that you've seen. From what you can tell, it doesn't seem like there are really huge dragons flying around. They're
Pigeon tricks.
these are closer to like I would say really like maybe vulture sized dragons. They seem like they're like these are the coastal breed in general. And the only reason I'm giving you this information like easily is because it's probably posted around town. You can see that there are dragons basically like yeah, they are there are postings around town about young I guess it'd be younger tide callers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And the
So
tide
their diet's
callers
probably like
the
marine life.
yes, the tide callers, the pictures that they have are basically these like thin sort of blue dragons that have very slick scales. And yeah, there be postings all around town about them. Do not feed the tide caller dragons. Yep, stuff like that.
Okay.
The tide caller dragons
no.
need to learn how to hunt. Stuff like that.
Sounds good. I will look towards Rue and be like, hey, Rue, you know that thing you keep flopping out of your inventory? Don't do it around here because as you can see, marine life is definitely their delicacy. As long as we don't flaunt our floppy fish around, we should be
Maybe we can get a pet.
No, I don't think that's. We only have 2 hours. Maybe when we come back through.
We have all the time we want to have.
You have fine walking legs, and that's all I'll say and smile and start walking towards it. Oh, well,
She looks like she thinks about it for a second and then says, and then follows.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're on foot. You begin to walk out of town. Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to head back to the scene of the crime. Okay. I will take... I think this is going to be might and... I don't know if this is going to be might and dex or might and might. Let me see here. Might and might.
Might.
Yep.
Is this
It's a group check.
Might.
The moon.
Okay, you got it.
Wait, you got might. Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
but she's
yes.
got move. She's got.
Oh
might.
yes,
She has the
She's
might.
mighty.
indeed, indeed. Okay,
She
group
might-
check.
might,
Only half mighty.
Might and might. And what's the
I am
group check
not.
difficulty?
Yeah, the difficulty is just going to be. We'll call it 10.
10.
Yeah.
All right, I'm initiating.
I'm not able to use a bond
Select
with this.
my bond. Yes, because we can't select our tokens.
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh yeah, because I'm not rolling with my
It's fine.
stats.
I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's still
Oh.
rolling with the appropriate
Oh.
stats,
Well, yeah, we fumble it, maybe.
I think.
fumble bumbling.
Fumbles
Got a
on a
17.
support check. Don't do anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Just make me not pay attention to anyone.
Well, it's a good thing we're all failing.
Okay. So this is just how long this is gonna sort of take you to get back to where you were. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it takes you about 20 minutes to get back to that area where the carriage was damaged. You already have a rough idea of where to go here, Iris. To the northwest. How would you like to
Indeed.
proceed?
I would like to definitely continue following those tracks, and if possible, I'd like to use a Fabula point to alter the story so that the tracks lead directly where we want to go. So we don't have to waste any time.
Okay. So
That's
the
a good way to
plan,
spend a point.
your plan then
Hey.
is to effectively do this, and the caravan goes past you. Is that the idea?
No.
What?
Well, that's what when you said the tracks are going where you directly want to go. Is that what you're? I misinterpreted what you were saying.
Oh no, that it leads us to like the objective of finding out what happened essentially, or where these people are, or at least like where the encampment that those steps would initially lead to.
Okay. Fair enough. Basically, that you're able to stay
Easily
on
find
target.
them.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Fair enough. So, again, this isn't like a forested area. There are trees here. It's mostly kind of like kind of rocky, and there's a lot of scrub brush and that kind of stuff. There's like little copses of trees here and there, but there's not like it's not like a huge forest or anything. Making your way northwest, you follow these tracks as best as you can. Along the way, you find what appears to be a barrel. This barrel is stamped with the same sigil that you saw of this. Was it Al-Safar?
Al-Safar, yes.
Yeah, Al-Safar, the Al-Safar crest sigil. The barrel is cracked open, and immediately you are hit by this intense smell of perfume.
That's a lot.
Yeah, imagine if, like the perfume counter toppled over
Huh.
at a department store or something.
Can we all smell this?
Oh, it's as soon as you like get into the direction of the wind and like get downwind of this, bam! It's like walking past a Yankee Candle.
Oh God.
Is it
I would
pleasant?
die.
Oh yeah, it's just very intense. It's to
Very
the it's like
strong.
overly pleasant. You know what I mean? It's being assaulted.
Oof.
There's a lot.
This is a first date trying too hard smell.
Ugh.
I see everybody holding their nose, and so I scrunch up too.
Ugh.
Do we see any signs of life or any sort of like
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, so there appears to be like a cave up ahead, maybe a few hundred feet up this path. It's kind of like a craggy ravine off to the north, and you can see this cave leading up, sort of above the ravine, off it would be like to your right.
And if we look at the interface, how much time has passed since we spoke with Yasmin?
Yeah, it's been 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
50?
Okay.
Oh,
It's
boy.
50.
So roughly about how long did it take us to get from the carriage to here? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And okay. All right, 30 minutes to get back to where we were, everyone. So
Yeah,
let's
if
try
you
and
want to
make this
stay,
quick.
if you want to stay on time at the same pace that you were, you got 10 minutes. Or,
10
no,
minutes?
sorry, 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20. Okay, just to give. Okay.
Yeah, because the trip back.
Yes. Okay, so we have an
50
hour and 10 from now, and it took 50 minutes from the cart, or 50 minutes since
50
we spoke
minutes
to
from the
Yasmin?
warehouse.
Okay. So to get back to the cart, are we meeting them at the cart or are we meeting them at the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we said.
This is
Well,
in the
the
wrong
initial thing-
direction.
Yeah, the initial was that we meet them on the road if we could get to 3 hours, but she said no, and so I guess we have to meet them maybe at the gate. They're gonna be leaving no matter what, so if we get back directly in 2 hours, then they'll probably be getting to the gate where we need to
okay.
probably turn in side quests. That's precise timing.
Yeah.
I was suggesting we be back before.
Okay, well, what is it we'd like to do then?
Well, I can do what I do best. I can smoke
Make an
that cave
entrance?
out. Smoke it out. Require me burning stuff.
There is
Possibly killing
evidence
them.
I
that
don't smoke.
there's evidence that they were the ones to do it. So
Well, we can
no love lost.
scream in, scream out. I make ourselves known. We have to make a
Hello?
decision. Yeah, okay.
I like that strategy.
Oh.
Hey, what if I just boot Bo in there?
I mean, Bo, I think, would go in on his own.
You want to go in there?
Well,
Why
they'll
not?
think that
Not
you're just
by
like,
himself?
yeah, why not? They'll think he's a creature and he can roll out here and we'll be here like a surprise.
You want me to go in there and they'll think I'm a... Wouldn't they just attack me immediately?
Yes.
Not if you speak. What? Slime speak?
What if we try to just get their
I don't know.
attention?
Okay, get their attention. Lovely elf. Oh yeah, that'd be a great Millifax. Perfect.
Should we just
No.
yell into the cave and see what happens?
Let's yell.
All
Okay.
right. Do you want the honors moon or should I? Yes, great.
Moon, you
How'd you do
sort of
that?
yell into the cave.
Yes.
Gotta
Okay.
sound confident. Huh?
Yeah.
Hello?
Moon,
Hello?
there's no response for a moment. And then you hear
Oh,
Good and tight?
you hear a roar, and then you hear
someone is here.
some screams inside the cavern.
Oh. Well, I guess we completed the quest. I'll open up inventory. I mean, not inventory, interface while this is happening.
I think someone's asking for help.
Do we see any updates on our interface? Like a number going up or something?
So you open up the quest. You can see that the quest has changed.
I don't have it though, right? So I
You
don't
do
have
not
it
see
unlocked.
this, Moon, but everybody else
What's
would.
going on?
Yeah.
Can't show her. Yeah, can we?
Investigate.
Can I show her my quest log, like, you know, sharing a book in class?
Nope.
Okay.
We would have to read it out.
Yeah. Everybody's inventory screens are private.
Ah.
It's more complicated.
I'ma scream again.
What does the quest say?
What?
The updated quest, Iris. Are you checking it?
I have my interface open.
I am.
I had it open as people were screaming. I was seeing if the number of banners went up or something.
Yeah. So there's a strike through. It's like strike through text
Yep.
for the quest. and it's changed now to... It would be something along the lines of... Bring back the evidence of the theft.
Oh. Oh boy. Well, you see here, we technically completed the quest. We should probably go.
The barrel. We should.
It sounds like
the
people
barrel.
in danger.
Yeah.
These things happen all the time. People get eaten.
Are there still screams going on?
Yeah.
Sounds like
I
it.
mean, there.
I could just go in. I could just pop in and see what's happening.
Probably the band.
And then come back out.
I yell, but not move because I'm just mounted on Moon's head.
Bo and I can go in and investigate, and we'll come right back out.
Oh, you have 8 minutes.
Boom!
Okay.
Protection!
Right.
Protection!
And then I run right in.
Okay.
We're just going to let them go. Just the two of them.
I mean, you can go with them if you want. I'll just stay out here scouting in the shadows.
I race after them. I can't just stay here.
Okay,
All right.
I think Rue is probably like, should we help them?
If we miss that caravan, we have to walk all the way to Drak. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, not really,
Okay.
but
So we leave them.
we can't leave them.
I know it's a joke. Fine. No.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we could pay for something really nice or trick someone and steal their caravan.
Fine. And then I'll sulk and walk in there slowly.
Okay.
But I'm stealthing. I'm not screaming protection.
Okay.
If anything, I'll shoot something from the shadows.
Very well. Moon, you and Bo are rushing in first. As you rush into this cave, there are torches and whatnot that are held up here in various places. You can see that there are quite obviously some supplies and things in that were stocked up. As you are moving forward, you see many dead bodies, usually trying to they look like they were trying to flee. And when I say they are dead, you know immediately that they are dead because they are frozen as they are trying to run. You can see icicles sort of like coming as if something attacked them from behind and froze them solid. So you can see many people look like they are screaming or running for their lives, and they have been frozen solid.
Do I recognize anything that has the capability of freezing
Oh, gnarly.
people?
Yeah, you can make insight and insight. This is going to be
Okay.
difficulty. So I'm gonna give you a high difficulty for this for specificity.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be 14
You can do
difficulty.
an open check.
14 difficulty.
You could do an open check. What were you gonna say about open checks?
So open checks are typically for memory recall and just kind of like trying to see if there's any sort of knowledge on a topic. It also makes it so that essentially there are tiers to success rather than just a yes or a no.
That sounds better. Let's do that.
All right, open check for a 14 modifier, and that's insight and insight.
No modifier.
Yeah, insight
No
and insight.
modifier. Insight and insight, no modifier. Okay.
Okay. There are a lot of creatures that can do this kind of thing. But the severity of this probably would tell you that it's definitely something big.
Okay. I'm just kind of slowing down a little bit. Looking around. Do I hear anything?
Yeah.
Scuttling?
There's definitely the sounds of some like So there's a pretty intense smell, first of all, coming through here. It does not smell like perfume. This smells like almost like a musk of some kind, like really strong.
What do you smell?
I don't know. It's pungent, though.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it's like cave and earwax. And burning things.
All right,
But
let's
not
do
burning. There's something wrong with it. It's not burning. I don't know what it is.
this. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna creep forward.
Okay.
But
You
keep
begin to creep
low.
forward. You hear footsteps behind you as Iris and Enders and Rue catch up.
Hey guys.
Oh, you are very fast.
Sorry, yeah. There's definitely something back here. And it's probably gonna be big. I don't know what it is, but I bet we could get a lot of XP for it. Or maybe you guys can.
Just remind you one time, we're not gonna make the carriage.
Well,
Here
the
we go.
carriage might get destroyed if this thing is going after people.
We're doing our duty as heroes or something, right?
And I
Yes.
hold my staff out as it whoop, pops into my hand.
I'm going in the shadows. Ugh.
Okay. You can all hear the sounds of some like whimpering and squelching and horrible sounds of what sounds like glass or something crashing and cracking. As you proceed further into the cave, you find patches of ice, and it's getting very cold.
Again, I'm
My
going to.
pseudopods are shrinking.
Hey, sure you want to do this? I'm gonna look around at all the. Can we see all the ice covering this whole area?
Well,
Or is it
there's
just-
torches that are hung up, so there's definitely reflections kind of all around you, sort of like glittering
Torches.
icicles and things hanging all about. And you can definitely see people that have just been like frozen solid. Looks like there's screams on their face. There's several bodies that look like they've been crushed after frozen.
What do these people look like? Do they look like they're dressed in like a good old banditry, or are they dressed
Yeah.
in? You know, this thing called do unto others, and something may have happened to you if you don't. You know.
Or something might be back here just freezing things wantonly, and that's not good either. I still don't know, because there's nothing that's popping up, but if anything shows up, you guys just let me know and I can run at it, and
All right.
we'll see. It's probably going to be pretty big, though, and I
Fine.
genuinely look very concerned,
I'll
because this is probably going to be a large creature.
stay in the shadows and stealth and scout a little ahead. Oh boy. I'll straighten
We might miss
myself
our
up.
carriage.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to make a decision.
Bo, are you still on Moon's Head?
So you want me to go forth or not? Carriage? Monster? Week turns into a month.
We're already back here.
Let's do it.
I whimper a little bit and shrink down low and slowly, stealthily scout
Very well.
a little ahead.
Bo. Oh, I'm sorry. Enders, you're going first?
Yeah, because I'm going to stealth and
Okay.
scout. If
Me-
they agree to it. I don't know if they agree to it. or not.
Yeah. If everybody's letting Enders scout, I will take
Yes.
Dex and Dex for a stealth check here, Enders. This is going to be... Hold on, I need to check. This is actually very important. Difficulty 14?
Oh, that's lovely. I do have a fabulous point, but I don't think I can. I mean, a 14 is pretty. Oh, yeah, I could.
You have a fabulous point? I thought you spent it.
Well, I got a fumble.
We fumbled.
Oh, right. I forgot. Okay. Very nice.
But should I? I mean, if it's big, it's gonna show itself anyway. No, I'm not gonna spend it right now. I'm probably gonna need it to save myself from death. And I'll turn around and just be like, well.
Okay, hold on. Anders, as you are scouting, stealthily, you are proceeding into this cave. You're not going to be able to go back yet. This is what happens. You get a warning on your interface. As you proceed, there is an alert on your interface as it says, warning, high-level creature uses thundering roar.
Why do I let them talk me into this? I will try to slide my way back.
Very well. Anders, as you begin to return to the group, you're very quiet, but you make a little bit of noise. What happens?
I think when I step in a certain area, is ice there? Maybe like a cloth that's been frozen, and it goes. Oh hells!
Anders,
And I'll slowly turn my head.
the roar is much louder this time.
Yep.
Those small dragons that you saw warnings about, the tide collar dragons, you see a very large version of that peeking its head around the corner looking for you.
How far away am I from the group? Like steps wise. Like, can they see me? Or can they not? Well, they probably won't be able to see me because I'm stealthy.
Pretty far.
God.
Yeah. You were probably almost wherever this creature was doing what it was doing, and you just started to turn back towards the group.
Okay. Well, it's looking for me. Probably better for me to fucking run. Okay, how about this? I'll have my bow in hand and I will shoot an arrow back in the opposite direction to cause a distraction. And I will fucking run.
Okay.
I don't think stealthing at this point is a good idea. If it's a dragon, it probably can smell me.
Sure.
Well, no, wait, the perfume is it blowing towards or away from?
So there's no perfume in here. You smell a musk.
Yeah,
A really
fuck that.
thick musk.
Yeah, I'm shooting the arrow running. If the perfume was there, I could probably do something.
Yeah. You're shooting an arrow. What kind of an arrow?
I'm going to shoot a lightning arrow to cause a kind of a bright.
Okay, so just be aware before you do
flashbang.
this,
I'll
I'm
use
going to charge
mana.
you the mana. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay. And I will take... You can make a normal attack roll for this, I think.
Okay. Okay, so elemental weapon is 10 mana. I just spent it just to have it there. And I'll just... I mean, for time's sake, I'll just shoot a regular arrow.
Yep.
Oops. Hey,
The bow.
stop it. Oh my god. What the heck?
That's your class. You want the item.
Why is my attacker not here?
Should,
is this it right
it's
here?
just your item.
Nope.
Go to your your
right,
item.
right. Sorry. Everything got moved around. Okay. It's high as hell.
And make sure you didn't spend the mana for barrage, by the way.
Nah, it was just a
No,
strip.
he's got to push the description. Okay.
Wait, my MP didn't go through for. Hold on, let me. Wait.
Yeah, it didn't
What?
go through
Oh, it
because
said
we're on the
party
map.
loss.
We're on, yeah, we're on the,
Oh.
we're on
Yeah,
the map.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'll just take 10 away from you.
Yeah, that's good. You fire the arrow. You hear the, and you immediately hear the reaction from this creature, stomping off towards where the sound happened, and you start booking it. Give me might and might.
No, Dex, fast. Not strong.
Yes, because this is basically an athletics check.
Yes.
And an acrobatics check.
God. Well, I'm gonna fumble this. Where did it go?
Yeah, this will be an
There it is.
open check, by the way. Open check.
Oh, an open check.
Yep.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
There is no
Wait,
difficulty.
There's no difficulty.
It's just tears.
Is there any modifiers?
Nope.
That was more with extra tendon. Hit. All right.
That's another fumble. Oh no!
We've had 4 this episode.
I don't know. I
Oh,
think it's baked
God.
into me
We-
rolling something I don't have.
We had
You get another
Actually, I
Fabula
do.
point,
I do
though.
have. I do have it. I do. So I'm spending a Fabula point to re-roll this, and you can get a
You
Fabula
can't.
point back.
You can't re-roll this. The fumble.
Oh well.
So,
Wait, can I have 2 Fabula points?
no.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If-
So
You get
from
it
the
from a
fumble,
fumble.
yes. The fumble, yes. So, Enders, you shoot the arrow. You run as fast as you can, and you miss the patch of like black ice, dude. You just start sliding all over the ice, and you collide basically with the wall of the cave as you try. You were trying to get like a good like racing start here, and you just start sliding on the ice. Oof, slam into the wall, and then you hear the dragon immediately turn towards you, and
Oh yeah, that's fun.
you see this creature begin to rush towards you, and you are shaken by its thundering roar.
涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も